70% of people worldwide experience trauma in their lifetime. Childhood trauma survivors report far more mystical and paranormal experiences than others. And it might surprise you that Vietnam vets with penetrating brain injuries to the frontal and temporal lobes dramatically report higher rates of mystical encounters. Trauma and mysticism are neurologically linked. There's a study that's been published by the National Library of Medicine titled Neural Correlates of Mystical Experiences. In that study, voxel-based lesion symptom mapping analysis showed that lesions to frontal and temporal brain regions were linked with greater mystical experiences. In addition to trauma and brain injury, the research also reveals that meditation also has a direct relationship to the increase in psi abilities such as precognition, telepathy, and psychokinesis. Psychokinesis is the idea that the mind has a direct impact on physical things. This idea that the mind can have a direct impact on physical things is definitely something that is shunned or ridiculed just because we have not directly seen a correlation in a major way where someone is thinking about something or trying to control something physically and it occur until, well, now.
Is the use of transcranial magnetic stimulation, also called TMS for short, to enhance psi using mind-matter interactions as a model.
Transcranial magnetic stimulation. It safely and temporarily turns down brain activity.
The 36 who had TMS giving a lesion where we predicted it would have an effect. We had 36 who had a lesion put on the other side, and we didn't predict that anything would happen there. And then we had 36 who got stimulation, but it was sham. So there is stimulation, but there's no actual effect on the brain.
So the real question is, did turning down that brain filter actually do anything?
We found that reversible TMS-induced lesions in the left medial middle frontal brain region significantly enhanced psi as measured by mind-matter interactions. Our study represents the third replication suggesting this finding. Another key message is that psi effects may be very small and hard to replicate, but this may be because they are blocked by the brain. And a final key message is that individuals with reversible TMS-induced left frontal lesions may comprise an enriched sample for studying psi. And this may lead to studies with larger effects and studies that are more easy to replicate.
Dr. Morris Freedman is a renowned neurologist and professor at the University of Toronto and a leading expert in dementia and behavioral neurology. He currently serves as head of neurology and medical director of cognition and behavior at Baycrest Health Sciences. His hypothesis that frontal lobe systems, especially the medial middle frontal region, suppress or dampen psi and self-awareness, parallels long-standing reports that altered states, trance, ritual, meditation, shamanic practice, can enhance extrasensory or mystical experiences. Dr. Morris Freedman's work actually flips the script on psi. Instead of asking whether or not these are real, he asks whether or not our brains are actually holding them back. Using neuroscience tools like ARTS-AMS, he's shown that when the frontal lobes, especially the areas linked to self-awareness and executive control, are temporarily quieted, people can show stronger psi-like effects, such as influencing random events. This experimental approach can open a new path in science altogether. Instead of chasing ghostly anecdotes, researchers can systematically test how brain circuits can regulate psi by turning them up and down. This approach may lead to brain-based protocols that can safely enhance intuition, deepen spiritual or meditative states, and even help train people to access psi-like capacities in controlled and repeatable ways, turning fringe claims into a testable, embodied science of consciousness.